This is the new Altra Mont Blanc BOA. It's the Mont Blanc, but with BOA. The original Mont Blanc was a theoretical stellar addition to Altra's lineup, but upon review posed a myriad of problems. The new BOA version hopefully remedies some of those fitment issues by utilizing two fully customizable lacing knobs that lock down the burrito-style upper, very much like cycling shoes. The Mont Blanc BOA carries over pretty much everything we know from the original: a soft, hyper-stretchy upper, a soft and flexy Ego Max midsole, and evenly spaced Vibram light-base outsole lugs for tons of grip. The original also posed a number of fitment issues that forced even one of their elite athletes to make a video on how to hack the shoe with DIY holes to get proper tie-down. Enter the BOA system. The two BOA knobs on each shoe add a $30 premium to this model's price tag and make for quick on-the-fly tightening. To loosen, you're still forced to unlock the knobs and start over. The burrito upper straps fold and stretch the tighter you lock down. These slippers are trail race ready, but do the new design elements actually solve some of the problems of the original? Hopefully we'll answer those questions in today's review. Let's dive in.
Ginger Runner.
What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another Ginger Runner review. We're talking today about the Altra Mont Blanc BOA. A lot of clicking gonna happen in today's review. Basically, these are the Mont Blanc that I reviewed before. You can go check out that review I did formerly. These are also the shoes that were featured in last week's trail tested video. They're the Mont Blanc, but with BOA. Right? All right, two quick things before we dive into the review. We got new hats, we got new shirts, we got the Elite Power Hiker shirt as well, all delivered before Christmas. If you go order now, link in the description, I'll take you over to the DFTBA store. We love partnering with them. It supports the channel, you get awesome gear, consider it. Second, these shoes were provided for review by Running Warehouse. I'm under no obligation to say anything positive or negative about these shoes. I'm not financially compensated in any way for anything that I say in this review. All opinions are my own. No one has to approve this video. You're the first to see it. So give yourself a high five. Let's start talking about the things I like and dislike about the Mont Blanc BOA, starting as always with the things that I like. Slippers. These shoes are slipper-like. I mean, that's the best description for them. This upper, super stretchy, very soft material, very breathable material. The burrito-style upper and these straps are pretty grippy in the sense that they really hold your foot down, and it does begin to make this feel just like a trail slipper. So if that is an experience that you have sought, seek no further. BOA. I've been a big fan of BOA systems. They do add weight to a shoe, but they're very simple. In this case, click it down, turn the knob. If you want to release, unclick, and it releases automatically. It's a simple solution. It's very similar to a cycling shoe, which I've been using for years. So if you're familiar with those, or you're familiar with how it works, come on, you look at it, you get it, right? You twist it, you tighten it. That's pretty much it. I like it. I like BOA. I'm a fan. And looks. I don't normally include looks in my like category. I like the looks of these shoes. I think they're bold. They carry over that red color, the white color. It just is kind of fun. It's the signature look of the Mont Blanc, and it doesn't look too far off from the Where are they? Here we go. This is the Mont Blanc. I actually prefer the looks of the Mont Blanc now that I'm looking at it, but this isn't too far off. It's a bit more muted. I do enjoy the white. It's bold. This was bold. I don't know. I like them both. That being said, it's not all eggnog martinis and Griswold Christmas displays. There are a couple of things that I dislike about the Mont Blanc BOA. Let's get to those now. Fit. It's one of my main issues with the first version, and that does carry over to this version despite the BOA system. No matter how many times I crank it down, the shoe and the material still stretch a little bit, and I can't get a full solid lockdown. I found myself from my first run through my 20th run in the shoe. So it becomes a problem when you're trying to dial it in over the course of a long run, because you're having to do it multiple times, unclip it, tighten it back up, and it doesn't solve the problem of ankle fit and getting the shoe to actually want to stay on your shoe. And I noticed that from right out of the box up through about 50, 60 miles in this shoe. Protection. So this is also very similar to that first version, since nothing is really that changed. And that is that the shoe does not provide too much protection underfoot. I think some people really like the ground feel. If that is what you enjoy, you're going to feel right at home here. But I'm not getting any sort of rock protection underfoot. Something like the Olympus does provide that protection. Plus the upper is super thin, very stretchy. So it just kind of leaves your foot susceptible to pain, especially if you're running on super technical terrain that is going to dig into the outsole and midsole. The Vibram only does so much protection because it is light base and it only has minimal coverage. So it's not a super protective shoe. Not that you would look at this as a protective shoe. It's a frickin' slipper, the BOA. Now, I know I mentioned it in my light category. I do like BOA. It's the implementation here that I think doesn't quite work. So they're trying to solve the fitment problem. You're getting a better fitment across the midfoot. I'll give them that. It is far improved over the lace version. However, the problem is still with this heel counter that just barely exists. You're not getting any sort of tightness or adjustment around the ankle. So that is where a lot of my fitment problems occurred in the Mont Blanc original version. My foot wants to slide out of there. My foot doesn't really want to sit in this ankle quite well enough. And, you know, with this flexibility of the upper, your foot never feels fully secure. In the BOA version, you get that security across the midfoot, but that's pretty much it. Because the materials still stretch. You are having to crank down multiple times during a run, and it's not solving the issue here through the ankle. So that is why I don't know if the BOA implementation quite works. That's it for dislikes though. So let's get to the breakdown. Talk about build quality, comfort, fit, price, and look, starting with build quality. Same carryover from the Mont Blanc. Okay, I think the materials they're using here are on the reduced side. They want this to be a trail racer, right? This is for those go fast race environments. You're front of the pack. You don't care that it's not super protective. You're just looking to get from point A to point B as fast as possible. So the materials are going to be lighter. They're going to be stretchier. They're going to be more minimal or more reduced. That's going to affect the longevity of the shoe, and it's going to affect the overall comfort of the shoe. So I think the midsole is good when we're talking about comfort. I don't think it's great. It's not super protective. Not a lot of it underfoot. It's this weird combination of never feeling fully tight, but also not feeling completely loose across the midfoot. There's still fabric fold over. It does not cause lace bite, and it doesn't cause many chafing issues. So comfort of the shoe overall is about the same with the Mont Blanc, if not a little bit improved, specifically through the upper. Fit, I think that's where the shoe's problem lies, especially around the ankle. Again, look at that heel counter. It's just incredibly flexible. Not a lot of way for it to hold onto your ankle when none of the BOA system actually incorporates that ankle or that lockdown. Price. This shoe is $209. I'm going to give you a second, let you catch your breath, but $209 is, I think, far too much to spend on a shoe that is definitely leaning towards the more reduced, if not minimal realm. You're paying for the premium of the BOA. I wish that the Mont Blanc wasn't at $180 to begin with, because at $200+ these, in my opinion, are not worth that price. Looks, I already talked about it. I like them. I actually think they're a really damn good looking shoe. I thought the first version was a great looking shoe, and I thought that was one of the biggest selling points of the original Mont Blanc. So they're doing something well, keeping it looking stylish, Altra. I like that. Bringing us finally to our conclusion. I want to love the Mont Blanc. I want to like the Mont Blanc. I just think there are too many fundamental problems in the original version that carried over to the BOA version that are not remedied by the $30 premium of the BOA. So that's like my biggest gripe, is that it solves some of the problem while not completely fixing it. I keep asking myself who this shoe is for and why they would really, really like this over any other offerings from other brands or manufacturers. And I get it. It's a race-ready shoe. I'm not an elite by any means. I still would like to have a good time in this shoe, especially in a race environment. Like if I'm going out to run a 10-mile trail run and I want to compete and I want to have the lightest and the fastest, this is still not the shoe that I would really grab. So that, unfortunately, is a disappointment, because I had high hopes that these would solve the problems, and I don't think that they do. Bringing us to our final criteria, is the Mont Blanc BOA a buy, try, or a why? I am still going to lean into that why category with the Mont Blanc, because there's just things and issues that I have with the shoe that are not remedied. I like BOA. I wanted to love it here, and it just didn't quite check all the boxes for me, unfortunately. Turning the tables to you. Have you run in the Mont Blanc or the Mont Blanc BOA? Is this the version that you've been excited about? Is it something that you're interested in? Or at $209, is it something that you're going to avoid? Let me know in the comments of this video what you are thinking about this shoe. I'm super curious. If you want more information, or if you want to get a pair of the Mont Blanc BOA for yourself or any running gear, links in the description will take you over to Running Warehouse. They are affiliate links. They cost you nothing, but they do help the channel out. So consider using those, or, you know, go grab a hat or a shirt or a hoodie or beanie, any of that kind of stuff from our store. We very much appreciate it, and we do pack those up and send them out promptly. If you like this review, make sure you like, favorite, subscribe, click the notification bell, do all that good stuff, social media links. And finally, my final pitch, join the GR crew. If you haven't already, please consider joining this amazing global community of runners just like yourself, going through the same things that you're going through, with the same questions that you might have about all things running, from training to gear. We have a Discord server. We do daily live shows, amazing perks across the spectrum of all tiers, so go consider it. Patreon.com/thegingerrunner. We very much appreciate it, and we would love to see you join the crew. That's it, everyone. Get out there, train hard, race harder, and party the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.